How's it going? Welcome to another episode of the Jongravesshow, talking to everybody about some anime that I watched this week. And for starting this shit off, I'm talking about World Trigger. And honestly, there's nothing really bad about this episode in World Trigger, except for, well, and there ain't no except for. Pretty much everything about it is pretty straightforward. I mean, like, they still have that little weird-ass Zeno talk every time that Zeno does something nice for them. And then he calls he calls them useless. And then they thank him. And then he blushes and runs the fuck off and helps, and then just does what he's been doing all along. So that is kind of some shit that has been going on with Zeno and everything. And the most interesting thing that happened in this episode is the fact that Give is actually a Triton soldier, also who was built just like Lilith was, except for now it seems as though that he is a failed experiment, and that he was implanted with false memories of Zeno doing something to him in the past, and that is what sort of pushed him to try and kill him and shit. So of course, you know, Osamu and Chika, like, they're both in a very tight situation, and then they have to be saved. But Zeno's over there fighting Give with his black trigger, and apparently he loses until Lilith comes out of nowhere and saves him. And when she does save him, Give sees that and it's like, why is it that she's trying to protect him for? You know, trying to understand some shit. To the point where he's actually doing abilities like those black Triton soldiers, in which, let's say, he can naturally do abilities like those black Triton soldiers in which that he was summoning, where he was summoning red asteroids and was trying to use that to destroy Lilith. In the process, Lilith does actually win, but I'm not necessarily sure if that she can be fixed this time, because she does seem to had, well, at least she seems as that she has undergone some serious Triton damage, and I believe that Give is just broken because his body was slowly breaking apart. So that is something to sort of like take into account for those two. I don't know what's going to happen in the next episode, but best case scenario is that whatever happens, I believe that I believe what they're from is called Ergast. Ergast. I keep hearing Spanish shit whenever I hear them say that town's name. But whatever happens there, it seems as though is that little robot is gonna relay a message back to their main base, and then they're gonna send something else. A little fun thing about that is that they do kind of go back and talk about Replica, which is something why Zeno was like, she didn't want you all to know that she was a Triton soldier because you're going to think that she's different. And you're like, so the girl still has a personality, so why in the world should I care? You know, stuff like that. But until then, though, that is what I got to say about that. Please tell me what you think about this down there in the comment section. I'll catch you guys on the next Jongravesshow. Please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'm out.